It is springtime again, and it is one of my favorite times. Why? Well, okay, there are many reasons, but if you may recall from other years, I love rhubarb. I know, it's really weird. I mean, rhubarb really isn't that great. It's extremely sour, kind of tart, but I grew up using it all the time, and I think it's so fun to use. And it's one of the first things that you can actually pick from the garden and use in so many ways. The most classic ways is, of course, baked goods, but I am starting to experiment in other ways too. But today is one of those wonderful baked goods, and it is a delicious rhubarb muffin with a little bit of a streusel topping, and let me tell you something. These are delicious. I was inspired to make these from a very good friend, and they are so good that I think you are all gonna wanna make them. To start, you just want to brown some butter. Now, if you have never browned butter, your life is about to be changed. Browning butter really changes the flavor into a nutty and delicious butter flavor. So just throw it into a small little saucepan, put it on the stove, and let it come to a little bit of a simmer. Foam is gonna happen on top. It's gonna simmer there for a while. The foam will subside, then some bubbles will come, and all at once, you will have this delicious browned butter. You'll see the little browned pieces, and that's how you know it's browned. Pull it off from the stove and pour it right into a bowl just so it cools off a little bit quicker, and then set it aside. Once your butter is cooled slightly, you can move on and start making these muffins, because I cannot wait any longer. To start, you just want to put an egg into an electric mixer, then put in some brown sugar. After your egg and sugar are in there, just start mixing it and then pour in your buttermilk. I love using buttermilk. It is so delicious. It makes everything so moist. While the mixer's running, you can just slowly add in your slightly cooled browned butter. You will notice this amazing aroma as you pour it in, so be ready because you are about to be hooked on brown butter. Next, add a little vanilla. Then in a separate bowl, just sift together your dry ingredients. Some flour, baking soda, baking powder, and salt. Sift those into the bowl and then just pour them right into your mixer. Mix it until there are no streaks of dry ingredients remaining, and then pull it right off the mixer and clean off the beater. And then you want to fold in your rhubarb. Just dice your rhubarb fairly small. There are different types of rhubarb. Red is a little bit sweeter. The traditional green that you find in a lot of old gardens is going to be a little bit more tart. Both are going to be delicious in this. Don't worry about the kind. Just dice it small and then put it right into your mixture. To finish this off, we're just gonna add some candied ginger. Now, you may remember other times I love to use candied ginger, which is just sugared ginger in my rhubarb baked goods. Completely optional, you don't have to add it, but it really does add a whole nother dimension of flavor, and it marries so well with the brown sugar and the rhubarb. Throw that in there, fold it all together. Then we're just gonna make a quick streusel topping. Just a little bit more brown sugar, a little bit of flour, and then you want to just dice up some cold butter. I like to dice it up small, it's just easier to mix in, and some cinnamon, and mix it all together with your hands. You can use a pastry cutter if you want, but really it's so much quicker with your hands. Just mix it until it gets a nice sandy texture, and then dice up some walnuts really finely. Now, you don't have to add the walnuts. I know some of you don't like nuts, and don't worry, leave them out if you don't, but they are good, and I love to add them because they toast up and taste amazing on top. Mix those right in, and then you can just put the muffins in the pans. Make sure to grease your pan with a good cooking spray. Each little individual muffin, because we are not using liners on this. I love to use a large scoop to put my muffin batter into the pan. It is so much cleaner and simpler. So just using a scoop, I'm making them about 3/4 full, and I'm topping them with a little bit of that wonderful topping. That's it, you guys. Put it right into your preheated oven, and 20 to 30 minutes later, just check it with a wooden skewer. If the skewer comes out mostly clean, you know they're ready, and just pull them out and let them cool in the pan. You don't want to pull them out right away because they would be way too soft and probably fall apart. So they're going to finish baking just a little bit. Then you can pull them off right onto a baking rack to cool completely and enjoy. These are such a great way to kick off the rhubarb season. I mean, these muffins can be delicious for breakfast, a light snack, a dessert. I mean, honestly, any time of the day. When don't you want a muffin? I love muffins. They're so versatile, and your friends, family, you, everyone is gonna love these. If you like this video and agree, make sure to click like below and click subscribe to become part of the Gray Boxwood channel. I love to hear from you guys, so share with me some of your favorite rhubarb recipes. Until next time.